Hello, everyone. I managed to avoid buying a lot of Steam sales during the winter sale, but Hooded Horse makes so many of the games that I like, or publishes them. And they're having a sale now. It's tempting! Alright, so we got all our characters, and now we're gonna go confront Liara's mom as just a cute first date. Family drama. I'm just gonna get that over with real quick.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Uh-oh. Not enough Paragon points again.
I'm going in there and I don't want to hurt you. Why don't you just go? We'll pretend this never happened.
You want to cause trouble?
Okay. Garrus, fucking move. Oh, there's like more people. This is some wackadoodle fighting. What the?
Shield's disabled.
Ah, shit. Stop. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I will destroy you.
Patching you up.
Damn. Is that the right gun? It's just very different, I guess, since I gotta... Yeah, it just does first. What kind of sniper rifle are you? Ah! Is there friendly fire in this game? Saved.
Shield's down.
Oh, there's like a bot. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Nearly died. We're good. I don't know if the fight was supposed to be this hard, or just everyone coming out of the woodworks. But we did it without having to redo the fight. Is there a way to get up there? Yes. Come here, little bastard. Okay.
Negative contact, Shepard.
I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, but I did it. When guns blazing. Skill too low? You do it then. Aw. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that I did not mean to shoot everyone. It's gonna be some renegade points. Oops, a daisy.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
It's true. Oh my god.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Everyone's trying to kill me.
I've lost you.
Oh, why? I really feel like this isn't how the AI is supposed to be
I will
working.
destroy you!
I don't like this gun. Ooh, ooh, ow. Okay. We're just killing everyone. It's a freaking bloodbath in here. No survivors. Oh god. This is derped out quite a bit. Ah, my shepherd won't point forward.
Shields down.
Did that fix it? No, I'm just gonna go the other way. Wow. Running fixes it.
Locked and loaded.
Shields down.
Upgrade kit. Cool.
We got them all, Shepard.
Yeah, okay. We killed everyone here. We were talking to that guy, and we were like, I don't want to, have to kill people. And he's like, then I guess you can't do it. And I said, oh, I'll figure it out. And I just killed everyone. Still technically figuring it out, I guess. Son of a... I swear there was delay. So I guess I got the thing that I needed, and now it's... Okay. I feel like I'm not going to be invited back on this station. There's probably a less confrontational way of doing that mission. Fortunately, my companions are totally A-okay with just shooting first.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Absolutely not.
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
The surprisingly cool club-like hotel, I guess. Is that the... It's up top. Oh, the quirks of a super old game.
I can't make it.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
What do you want?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Annaleis is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Ooh, pay you. Hmm.
All right. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
I imagine asking for payment. I mean, in that case, maybe it wouldn't have given me any renegade points.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Annaleis.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Yeah, enough Paragon points.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Annaleis' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Annaleis. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify.
So many
Make
Paragon
whatever
points.
arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Sounds so hollow without the music. Can't wait till I can actually just run forever instead of being fatigued after 5 seconds. Isn't it? Yeah.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah.
Get a move on.
You,
One
Shepard,
asshole
I
down.
demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Now we can go to the garage and get in the true video game, which is piloting a Mako, whatever. Thor. I do like how this game just lets you kill like 20 people. And he's like, yep, that's fine. Unless it comes back to bite me, I guess. Oh, shit, damn it. I don't remember anything happening with that. Maybe that guy turns to the dark side in Mass Effect 3. Not that I know of.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
No one's sole job
Why
is
do you
just to
ask?
fill out the paperwork.
Credit where it's due. There's a lot of corruption here. Maybe this will rein it in a bit. So what can I do for you?
That
today?
was my goal.
You need anything? I'll be here.
To rein in the corruption.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Especially when it's covered by Geth.
See, these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Damn. Ah, fuck. I forgot they did that. Oh my god. They just ran. It's not fair.
Let's see, these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Oh god. I don't know what took it down, but Garrus probably did. Oh my god. Come on. Do stuff. Is it just supposed to be attacking us like this? This doesn't seem right.
Someone give me a hand!
Fuck! And if the enemy AI always just ran at me. I'd never complete this game. This feels like a today's version of Mass Effect, though. I mean, the AI wasn't doing this before. Okay. Now it's giving me a break, I guess. Nope, here it comes.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
How'd you
What
let
did
him in
you
here?
do here, Commander?
The Geth ambushed us. We fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
Bodies are right
If
there.
I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Is it just like a Japanese off? Is it just like a Japanese world of what? Why do they call them Sama?
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines.
Is she
You could
Japanese?
pack them
But-
tightly.
I mean, I
must
guess
report to the
her name is.
executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
You don't usually hear someone. Unless perhaps they're like recently from Japan, I guess. Use the honorifics to non-Japanese people too. Sweet, sweet Mako time. This planet's all about being the capitalist dystopia. I think they put up barriers or something. Yeah, fuck your shields. Perfect run. Why would I attack them though? Why wouldn't I just ignore them? Doesn't even seem like I'm getting experience from killing these guys. Get there very smart. Which is weird because it's supposed to be smart robots. Oh, I'm getting money and stuff. Okay. Fair enough, then. That's why I should kill him. So a lot of experience, a little? I don't know. I wonder if I initially played Mass Effect 1 and thought that these were really epic little vehicle missions. I was like, wow, look at the planet. It's so pretty. I doubt it. I feel like these missions have always been criticized. Cool. It's my second level up, actually. Should make the upcoming fights annoying. I remember having trouble with this mission area. But I can't remember if it was because of the enemies or because I got lost. Looks like Halo. I mean, it is science fiction vehicles.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Facing robots. Guess Halo's like the aliens, actually. You guys are coming in? Oh my god, come in. Oh my god. Guys. Guys. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Guys. They're stuck. They're stuck outside the fucking door. What's going on here? What? What? Alright. I don't need anyone. I don't need help! I can deal with this gigantic juggernaut all by myself.
comes.
How hard could it be?
Shields disabled.
Yeah, the cat, they're locked in here with me. See? Easy. On a Krogan. Since they've lost the ability to just literally run at me, apparently it was very effective. This is easy mode. What is this? Barrier? Right, okay. And then assassination. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello, bears. They're suddenly here. No!
Shields down.
Running at me is very effective.
Watch out!
Fuck, that hurts so much, god damn it. Fuck. Running at me is so effective. Why is it so effective? Alright, bitches, come in here. God. Wait. Wait. Okay, no, come this way. No, that was the right way. Alright, come here. Actually, help me.
Kill them all.
Oh, thank God. Liara's down. Why is Garrus at 1 health? No.
I'm bleeding out.
Jeez. Crikeys. Crikey.
Incoming!
Garrus gonna be screwed too. Ah! What are you supposed to do against that? There's no parry button. Maybe I'm really just supposed to turn the other way and run. No, he's still chasing. What? I don't. This I don't understand. This I'm actually confused by. What do you do when a Krogan runs after you? And Garrus is locked out. Ah! it's completely in character. I wonder what the counterplay is. I'm guessing they always are supposed to do that, but I don't know why the Geth kept doing it. But the Krogans, sure. But what do I do against it? Currently, I'm just hoping that they take out Garrus and Liara first. I'm sacrificing them for the greater good. But it's not really working. No! God! Well, that wasn't them running up to me at the time. Hey, this is why I had a feeling this was a hard time. Well, I was thinking of the little bug guys, not the Geth. Tell me that missed. So I should have leveled up, actually. Kind of forgot about that. I don't want them to do nothing. Fuck, man.
Someone give me a hand!
What is that? What was that punch? That was so far away. Fuck this room. This is dumb. Oh my god, I never lit up Liara. Well, that's, you know, that might have something to do with it. We'll find out. Alright, be helpful. Okay. And then Garrus just starts off the fight injured for some reason. Maybe we'll start bringing Rex just to match the Krogan energy. He's not even dead. God. Yeah, way to lift. Yeah, she's doing things. Oh, that was much easier.
Alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
Leveling, it helps.
Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
Yeah. Biotic character actually being able to do biotic things. It's crazy.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Oh my god, why am I decryption so low? Mmm.
Take cover!
Charging up!
What was that?
Animals, wind. This place is in bad shape.
Start of a horror movie. There he is. There's the cute little fella.
Now it gets fun.
Look at them. Look at their cute little tentacles. Yeah, basically Zerg. And you know, Zerglings are really cute. That last time. No more will use this transport carrier. 3 shipments we lose in 1 month. They're too stupid or too slow. If only Gregor still run his shipments, he would get what I need. No mercenaries would dare stop him. Is that helpful? Blap. Clearly, I clearly need to go. There we go. Thankfully I'm not a low metagel. In fact, I'm capped out. Apparently I can only get 6. I need the upgrade. Oh, where did you come from?
Medic! Medic!
Ooh, didn't even go through my shields. And I guess one was killing Liara this entire time.
We're ready, Shepard.
Shepard's so weird. Doesn't turn around in elevators.
I smell trouble.
A backup power system, Commander. It must be
Virtual
Please consult station virtual intelligence. Never send me to a station that was run by virtual intelligence. It just goes bad every time. In every universe. In fact, where's the movie where the AI like helps the humans? You're glad it's happening. Oh my god, it's a puzzle. Shit. Wait, I thought I used 100 gel. Oh, okay, good. Wait. Oh, I don't have enough, that's what it said. Really? I guess I haven't been really converting anything. I've been using it, but I haven't been gaining it either. God damn it. Transfer module stack to core 2 or 3 to reactivate. I can do that. Choose module to move. Terminator? That doesn't really have like a virtual intelligence like operating a station though. That's the AI Terminator gets, you know, turned good I guess in 2, but and what even is the puzzle? I don't really get the rules here. Why can't I put that over in core 3? Okay. Okay. I have 100 Omni gels, guys. I'm sure if I just used my brain for a little while longer. Wait a minute, it has to be core 2 or 3, isn't it? I don't have to actually be looking at 1. Or 2. All by its lonesome. I was looking at how to get everything to 2, but I didn't have to do that.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Oh no. It's very Australian.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landline. This allows the crew. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically...
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Fine.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need...
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, it really feels like they shouldn't put it on the roof when there's blizzards.
To the roof.
You know, or just cover the roof at least.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Woo, Targers! Oh, they're doing it again! They're just running at us!
I'm ready. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Punch it!
Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Shotgun.
Send me back in.
Hey, they just Zerg rushing me, actually.
Online. How may I assist you?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Dope. Why is there a delay? Why? Turning it left and right's on a delay. I'm not making it up. No.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Glen Blizzard. It was happening in the other thing too, though. I blame... No, my APM is not too low. My APM is flawless. Hello. Pause the game and type out. Chill, get out! Throw has been very useful. Let's keep that. Or lift actually was the more useful one. Oh well, whatever. Both are useful. that. Some shields. You could use first aid more, Garrus. I'm just throwing it out there. You could be more helpful. Yeah, I haven't done much here. Do Banshee 3 on armor piercing rounds. But chemical rounds. That's always cool. Okay, so I'm using the hammer now. Hammer 2. That's the one that does the... I'm gonna try the Avenger. Ammo. Shield bypass. Not really useful right now, I think. Doesn't seem like the guys have shields. They're not Protoss after all, they're Zerg. Open for cooldown reduction, I guess. Not too worried about seeing people on my mini-map. Rate of fire, heat absorption, but you get a little more damage. Improve the sight. Grenade launcher, which is just my hand, I think. Incendiary explosives. Oh, I have armor. Nice. Huzzah. Damage protection, cooldown reduction, hardening. Yeah, we'll just leave it as, I guess. You can wear human armor. Yeah, not as useful. She doesn't really use a sniper rifle. What are you proficient in? I mean, she's not really anything. She uses tech, so. We'll equip Garrus first. Sure, you can sense when they're coming. Some of this. And some of that. And you do use sniper rifles. One of these. Alright. And then, yeah, I guess you'll get, you know, slightly better equipment. She doesn't really use it. Sure.
Perimeter secure.
Okay. So I'll have to do that again.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't know where I'm going. There's a left and right choice. I think this is the right choice. I think the other choice was actually the tram, which isn't on
in
yet.
accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I ran today without watching anime. Instead, I just listened to music because I felt like it. I forgot how freeing it can be. I was on a roll, man. No, nothing in... Nothing in this is well labeled. Very few directions.
Charging up.
What are you
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
We never really did confirm if Liara was going to be any good in a fight before we allowed her onto our team. At least Tally, you know, had the fight with the setup. Garrus is a CSEC officer. No!
Now is not the time.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to heal. I was button mashing.
Time for payback.
Maybe I should have brought Tally.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Not that Garrus isn't doing a fine job, I guess.
Shutting them down.
Not totally sure, to be honest. He could be helping. Couldn't get next to that cell, could ya? Oh, yeah. Just bring him to the choke. Works every time. I should reduce stuff down on me, Joe. Message transmitted from an untraceable account. Multiple recipients. We're on our fellow biotic. You have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Okay. If you understand us, you tolerate us, stand together, build our own world, come. Join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Ah, big guy! That's a big one.
It's over now.
What? That was... Oh, okay. At least there's a weapons locker. Now we have better equipment. Of course, I get all the good ones. Fuck you guys. Garrus can get some of the backup good ones. Cryo rounds. Oh, that actually is kind of cool. Can't believe they haven't made a Mass Effect 4. I mean, you know what I mean. Not Andromeda.
The AG3 fuel lines.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance.
You have completed the repairs. I could be an engineer. Seems simple enough. You just press some buttons.
Connections restored.
User alert.
Processing new data.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents.
Oh, well, yeah.
The
the
tram
bugs.
station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets.
How do I activate the fail-safe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system.
What would it take to get the decon fail-safe?
There is a hardware fault in the control system.
On-site
This
using
can be repaired
Omnitool.
on-site.
Just
using
open it.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe
Okay.
system which vents a fire. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system.
Yeah.
This
okay.
can be repaired on.
That's all I need right
Very
There's a
now.
bit of
well,
a leak.
Commander. Logging you out.
Can't wait till I have to skip. Virtual reality. AI people. I'm gonna feel a lot worse when I have to be in person and be like, skip, skip, skip. And then young people will say that's a boomer attitude. And I shouldn't care about AI. When the AI uprising occurs, they'll know that I always said please and thank you. It's a licensed professional software engineer? Yeah, you know. You just press some buttons.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub.
It's like broadcasting is just saying words.
Contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
You know, there's no technical aspect to it. Junk bin? Why do you put this in the junk? What are you, stupid? Oh, he does.
Control group losing the... They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving. That killing himself would be easier.
Well, he would have been totally fine. We would have arrived eventually.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facility.
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
I appreciate that my skills aren't high enough. Can I go in there and manually shoot him down? Sorry, buddy. I know you're just a little baby. And I do feel kind of bad.
Metagel deployed.
Tried to throw a grenade, didn't work. There we go. You know what? If you guys could help.
I need a target.
Target in sight.
Infiltrator. My punch button doesn't seem to work very often. Oh, Jesus.
All clear.
I usually play Vanguard. But I decided to mix it up. Yeah, we lowered our supply depot and the Bane just came rolling in. It's 3 out of 5 difficulty. I think it's veteran.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
I like the butt cheek guards, the butt cheek cushions.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
I think Vanguard... I think Mass Effect 1 kind of just has a... everything feels kind of samey, actually, when it comes to the action. I mean, obviously, if you're playing pure Biotic, then that would be a bit different, but... Vanguard doesn't really feel as cool as it should anyway until Mass Effect 2. Doors and elevators. Need to cover those loading times.
Stand down.
They updated it a bit. They did. It's still nowhere near the...
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
...action of Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is still a huge increase.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
What if I'm infected and I have a chest burster alien about to just burst right on out? These idiots never watch horror movies.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out and he ain't all there anymore. The First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
That's a big
There's
promise.
an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
That's not an answer. I'm trying to help you. God.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
See if I can keep that promise.
Go!
Eat this!
Oh, easy enough.
All targets eliminated.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
I'd kill for a P204. Just hold down the trigger. Zap! Always flashbang bugs.
Give me side quests. I need more Paragon points.
What?
What's her deal?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
Do you like her?
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in
Like a
biotic enhanced
woman.
allele-specific hybridization.
Kind of actually understand it, I think.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
That's what I thought.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Well, suck it.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Okay, I kind of like her too, actually.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you.
Cautiously.
Cautiously. I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I was sent here to find an Asari matriarch.
Surprised? One has visited recently. Furtively.
This is the type of voice acting I can do.
There are rumors she has gone to the hot lab. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Say you should talk to people who can't pick up on signals.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
It'd be so cool to have the Elcor as a teammate. Just make a frontline tank. Sure. spend all my money. Sell all junk. There we go. Should also turn some into Metagel.
What? No!
Or
Sorry,
whatever the other thing is.
I haven't had much sleep since the
Omnigel.
attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
One of the jellyfish? Hell yeah.
Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
That's what I want too. And I wanna be able to name him Blasto.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Okie dokie then. I don't need to force my way through there. Though my immediate action would generally be to just burst on through.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement.
He has an accent.
Shouldn't
trust
discuss
him.
it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets.
Nope.
You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work.
That's what people
we
say.
lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I personally didn't mind Mailship, but yeah. Not enough Paragon
If
points.
you made it, you must have an idea how to cure it.
Our first priority was getting it working.
For stim packs?
We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure?
The quarantine labs are near the site. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
I have a pass, but there's nothing back there, just snow. Well, snow and maintenance access.
Things are gonna hit the fan in this place. Slip me the card and I'll keep your team safe.
I have your word on that. Just don't tell the guards. They're twitchy enough.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Alright, so I gotta go talk to the captain to let me into that secure area. That one that I can probably just using the encryption thingy.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
I'm gonna steal all your weapons. Okay. Thanks, losers.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know.
Does every BioWare game have a quarantine mission, I guess? Because I feel like that's in every single... I think there's one in Mass Effect 2. There's one in Knights of the Old Republic. I'm pretty sure there was one in some Dragon Age.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
His favorite romance, and why is it Tally? I've actually never romanced Tally. I mean, I've seen the I guess the romance scenes. Because if I did play Mailship again, I would romance Tally. But I didn't romance her when I last played Mailship. I romanced Liara twice. Well, this will be twice, I guess, if I complete the games. And then I romanced Miranda when I was Mailship. What was Quarantine Encoder? I feel so confident that there was one in Knights of the Old Republic.
You came to find out about
But it has been a while.
Didn't you?
And it might not have been... It might not have been a quarantine. It might have just been, this is where the ugly aliens we don't like have to stay. Maybe that was it. Like the slums or something. There was something.
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to have them. Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah. You just have to.
If you don't laugh, they'll just... yeah. Alright, so this is maintenance. Or... I was trying to get to the quarantine lab. They don't care. They don't need weapons. Ain't up there. That's the guard that I have to talk to.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Don't mind me. Just gonna make a cure as a scientist lady. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum maximum amount that will work. Too little, too much will spoil the result. It's just like chemistry in high school. Which, as far as I know, I passed. With an A. Oh,
Your
that was easy
mission
enough.
ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
What happened to
that
Ventralis'
bitch.
man?
After I liked
I didn't
her.
have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
I knew you had too many voice lines to be completely useless. Thanks, Liara. Yeah. Liara kind of did that by herself, to be honest. No. Okay, I guess I'm not getting that one. I mean, if you're gonna have magical powers, you probably should be a little more powerful than just, you know, Joe Schmo. God! She killed everyone. Oh, okay, no. Just that one guy.
Out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Nope. Thanks, Liara. It is so much easier when you just pick them up, throw them around. Oh, shit.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair.
I didn't realize I was going towards the main objective. My
Children
bad.
were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she's a member of my crew.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
I would have fixed it. These chicks aren't that intimidating, but I am thinking of facing them in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And that was tough. No, I'm sorry! Y'all look alike! No, seriously, you really do look alike. Can you not? The only difference is that she has a gun on her back. No, 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 no. Save. Whew. Jesus. Yeah, bitch. Everyone's judging me now. I'm not taking it back. Not. Yeah, oh my god. No, stop running up to me. Oh, they stopped running up to me. Sick. I need Unity to come back on. Oh yeah, yeah. This feels like an old game when it comes to the AI. Like the sound of the shotgun. Are those your friends? Yeah. Yeah, look alike. Thank God she doesn't help them. That would have been bad. Yeah, I remember always thinking that scene was really weird. Where it starts off like you're gonna be at a serious handicap, and then it's just like, no. That was just for effects. She didn't actually freeze you.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
Oh, if I don't have enough Paragon points to let him live, I'm gonna be sad.
I will
Paragon
not
points for that?
betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly.
Mom's back.
But the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
Are you saying he brainwashed
Indoctrination.
you? People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
It's distracting.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I don't know where else to
cannot
look. They
say.
put it like in the
Geth
center.
did
They
not
put it on the
build
dialogue.
Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words
God.
pour into you.
Move the camera.
It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger.
G.I. Joe. Or G.I.
I
hands.
transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
It's so many seconds to put a bullet in your brain. Sorry about that.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely...
The battles get more
myself.
epic in
I
Mass Effect 2.
never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No life. They always said there would be a...
Oh man, she's going to hell. That sucks. And the Rachni. Romance it?
This
pretty
one
cute.
serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left
Man, how many
behind.
of y'all just killed
The
it?
children you thought silenced.
I never kill it.
We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. End their suffering. They cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I mean, I guess it's like hair. I always figured that they were tendrils that could move somewhat, but were rather rigid. Yeah. But I've never looked into it. What's underneath the tentacle hair?
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable.
See, she's so
Not
nice.
necessary. Do what you must.
Yeah, she doesn't even care that she killed a bunch of kids.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It
Such a cool
forced
sound
the
effect they're
singers to
using.
resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Who chooses die? Whoever chooses
I won't
to
destroy
kill
your
him.
entire race.
Heartless.
You'll go free.
You
I can't be renegade.
will give us the chance to compose anew. We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
All hail Commander Shepard. Savior. Then she goes on a, she like, what, stows away in a ship? and finds another planet? Takes over this planet? I totally forget. I'm sure it's covered in the future games, which is cool, but I've forgotten. Let's make sure we're charming. I am so charming. I don't. Hey, where's the exit? So I can't go there. Okay, really? Clearly. It's one of those subplots that has been lost to my memory. That I am looking forward to learning again. I don't remember any subplots in 3. I want to go... Okay, so I couldn't go back out that way. Why am I going to the hot labs though? I want to go back to the base. I want to go back and give the guy the cure. You never played any Mass Effect GTA game or Skyrim? Yeah, I think I know what happens at the hot labs. God damn it. Okay. Alright, fine. Yeah, that makes you pretty special, I guess. You should really play Mass Effect. The other 2 games, yeah, it's fine.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
That doesn't sound very good. 1 second. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Okay.
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Ragnar's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
I feel like I was supposed to do this before.
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Ragnar, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Ragnar. It is a queen. After she lays eggs,
it is
they
bent
move
a
her
little,
to Rift
yeah.
Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours.
Why are you in so
and
much
have a
pain?
colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Ragnar do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Ragnar are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
Well, I already
No,
let her loose.
I am sorry, but this will not work. These Ragnar are beyond saving.
That's what she said.
It is a sad thing, but
Not in the
they
joke
must
way,
be
but in the
euthanized.
actual way. Queen also said
I am
euthanize
thinking
them.
that the neutron purge must be set off.
Just wait here.
Sure. I wait here. Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility.
I need information
A
on
neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive.
We're moving on.
Why wouldn't he tell me
Logging you
that?
out, Commander.
I am feeling not so well. Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key.
Oh, of course.
Then I will give Mira destruct.
Oh shit! Who put that there? They took both of them out? Why are you guys so bad? Why don't my companions ever live for more than 5 seconds?
Online. I'm sorry, but
Code
I can't
input 875020.
verify.
Run the fuck away! Oh shit, I'm dying. Okay, what is the best way to go about this? Sorry, dude. He had to die for dramatic effect. So, can I not get back? To the, whatchamacallit? To the guys? To the makeshift base? I want to get my points for getting the cure. Whoop, hep. Is he good? He's good. Fuck!
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
I feel like I skipped out on a bunch of experience points and Paragon points. God damn it.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Yeah, Jesus, Ashley. Stop
Look,
being
this
racist.
is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Fine.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen.
Do you have
Hell yeah,
any
I did.
idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Well, at least I got 2 Paragon points. Because I believed the queen in front of the council, I guess. Very disappointed by not being able to return the cure, though. That was... useless. I hope that doesn't affect future video game.
Yes, Commander?
Future Mass Effects, you know, if the cure, you know, someone comes back and is like, wow, you cured me. Here's a bunch of shit, Mass Effect 3. I'm not gonna get it now, am I?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go talk to the party members. Something happened. So they're gonna have new shit to say.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Not her, though.
Goodbye, Commander.
Just kidding. But Liara will. By the way, your mom died. Sorry about that.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I mean, she's inspiring and complimentary to everyone on her team, but yeah, you could really take this all as flirting. Is there a storage justification for the start of ME2? Well, I don't know what you mean. Like, did they have to kill her? No. Well, I think they did have to kill her, I guess. Well, because they needed Cerberus to basically, for her to be in Cerberus's debt. Because they're the ones that did it. They spent all the money on it. So, yes. It's more than just like, oh, we wanted you to reboot your character and be able to remake them. Because they don't do that in 3, right? But you could still remake them in 3.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest.
It was the
in
collector
you,
ship, or it
and
wasn't
making a
Cerberus
fool
that
of
attacked
myself
them.
in the process.
Pretty
As
sure.
I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Yeah. But that could be a spoiler that I just don't remember, actually. It's been so long since I've actually finished Mass Effect 2. I don't remember what happens. Could have been a big reveal.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Also, I'm a big fan of not having people live the longest that they ever could, you know, like 1,000 years. Not because, you know, I want all my loved ones to die. More so because I think it's very apparent now that some people just should die of old age. Whole generations.
You're scared of us?
The cycle
the rest
continues.
of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I don't think they're attractive because they're blue. Although that make them interesting. I would think they're attractive because they basically are humans and bald, I suppose, but still. I think a lot of people should die for a lot of reasons. Well, yeah, I was thinking more in like a, you know, that's how, you know, change happens kind of over many, many, many years and all that. Everyone that leads is effectively eternal. But yeah, isn't Warhammer just like totally dystopian, crazy town? Doesn't everything suck? I think it's kind of the point. I mean, yeah. So, yeah. I would like it because I think it's proving that that point, actually. So I don't even want to know what the type of government the Asari have, okay? You get one bad matriarch. Ugh, God, you're stuck with her forever. Ugh.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
I actually forgot which history I chose. I remember I was an orphan. I don't remember what else I chose. Was I a war hero? Was I a lone survivor? I'll find out.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Unacceptable! What answer is that? That's the most... That's the biggest no I've ever heard. And you know what? Next time someone flirts with me or asks me on a date, I'm gonna be like, unacceptable! And then just leave.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest.
I don't think she knows she's
But it has
flirting
grown beyond that.
yet.
You intrigue me, Shepard.
Oh, nope,
But
she
I
was.
not
Okay.
sure if it
All
was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
Damn, it is quick, isn't it? But having looked closer at this is the second personal conversation I've had with her, just getting that out there, right? We kind of had a conversation with her when you picked her up in the meeting room. Then I had one full conversation with her in this room. This is the second full conversation. That's pretty fast. I don't know if the other romances are as fast. I've never done any of them. But yeah, I thought she kind of stumbled into the whole like, oh yeah, maybe I think you're interesting because I like you. She just immediately went there. She was like, oh, I'm interested in you because I'm interested in you. Yeah. Okay. Part of me wants to choose this dialogue option, as if in like 150 years I think this would really be a problem. Just to see the reaction, 'cause I don't know what it is. This does remind me, have you guys ever read The Forever War? The Forever War. The Forever War. Someone's super socially awkward falling that fast. Yes, but then I feel like they'd be, you know, a little more afraid to just like say it and be like, yeah, I'm interested because I'm interested in it. Nope, missed that one. Okay, so yeah, I finally get around to reading it because I feel like it is a novel that I've heard people talk about because it has, you know, interesting idea. So anyways, it's, you know, unsurprisingly,
Resubscription received.
Dazed and confused. Thank you for the 29 months. It's a short novel too. If you ever see it for, you know, like $5 in your library, you can read it really quickly. Anyway, it's written it's, you know, it's basically commentary on the Vietnam War, as a lot of these, I guess, famous things are. And the idea is that humans go out into space to fight a war. They don't really know who the aliens are, but there are aliens. But of course, it's more realistic, so they have to go into, you know, cryo sleep, and then they wake up, and also there's the time distortion, right? So it tracks a guy. It's actually kind of a sweet story, to be honest. I'm just going to spoil it and hope you guys don't remember if you ever actually want to read it. It's about a guy who does this, and he becomes like a lifer. He's in the military for life, but his life is actually he's only like 30 or something when the book ends, but he actually experiences Earth transforming over like thousands of years, because he goes out, he comes back. It's, you know, like 70 years in the future. You know what I mean, in the future. But anyways, like, he meets his mom, who's obviously ancient. She's on her way out, and she's a lesbian. So that's mentioned. Anyways, then he leaves again, so he goes back out, but they have to go farther to tackle the aliens. So when he comes back, it's like been like 200 years, something like that. And in that time, everything fucking sucks. No, that was with his mom. With his mom, also, everything fucking sucked. When he met his mom, she dies. And then I think he goes out with like his girlfriend, who's also in life military. And the planet's all fucked up because there's like water wars and shit. Anyways, but then 200 years later, sorry, maybe you should stop listening. The reason this reminds me of the book, I'm getting to my point, which took me a while, is that he comes back, and in the year like 2300, 2400, whatever it is, everyone is gay. Everyone. It is actually abnormal to be straight, and in fact, discouraged. So they even, you know, they say like they did this on purpose. There was overpopulation. There was no other planets actually that were Earth-like. So to tackle it, they just made everyone gay. And then he goes out, and then he comes back, and it's however many years later, and they've changed that. You know, now you can do whatever the fuck you want. And then he goes back out again, and then he comes back. And at the end of the novel, basically, him and like 5 other people are the only survivors of the initial war, where they didn't know anything about the aliens. The next time they met the aliens, they were different. The next time they met the aliens, they were different. He goes out, comes back, and the last time he comes back, we basically ascended. So there's really smart people, and they're like, yeah, we gotta tell you guys some things. So first of all, we didn't know why we were fighting the war. We had no idea who our opponents were. Since you guys have come back, we actually are buddies. We you know, we're chill. We learned everything about each other, and they gave us technology. We gave them technology. You guys fought a useless war. You saw all your friends die for no reason. You missed out on the total transformation of Earth. We're sorry about that. But here's, like, you know, retirement, and you can go whatever the fuck you want to do. And then he goes off into the sunset with his girlfriend, who also happened to survive. Yeah, the Forever War. How species survived? Yeah, everything's produced in a lab. They like, you know, they have I want to say tryouts. That's not the right word, but they, you know, having a baby is something that's really scientific, I suppose, right? You're supposed to be approved to have a baby. But then that changes too, because again, like, this goes over 1,000 years. Where every time he goes back, it's even farther down. Even more time has passed. But it's, you know, the overall idea of it just being, we didn't know who we were fighting or why we were fighting them, and they didn't really know either. And then all we knew is that we were fighting each other for hundreds of years before finally we learned to actually communicate with them. And be like, well, why are you fighting us? No, you fought us. No, you did. And then everyone's buddy after is you know, that's the message, I suppose. Like a lot of books I think that are recommended, it's you know, a commentary on how war is pointless. Anyway. Yeah, I know there's sequels, but I didn't bother reading them either. I liked the ideas that were put forth in the single book, and that was enough for me. Yeah, communication issues plus time dilation. Hilarity ensues. That's a sitcom in the making. And it's gonna be humans too or something? Nah. But anyways, the part where he comes back and everyone's gay, yeah, that's what this reminded me of. I'm gonna see what she says. I'm pretty sure she just describes that there's monogendered, so it doesn't really exist, but anyway.
You want a relationship with me? Even though we're both women?
We Asari are monogendered, Commander. Male and female do not have any real meaning for us.
I nailed it.
We do, however, have maternal instincts, so perhaps we would fill what you consider a female role. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Shepard. I am only trying to be honest. I feel as if we share some type of connection.
No!
But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Lieutenant Alenko.
I just pinned a message because I tried to hit the skip button. Okay, now I just deleted your message. Whatever. It wasn't an important message. The future's liberals want everyone's gay, and you're gay, and you're gay. 70s sci-fi is good stuff. I mean, they come up with really good ideas. There's some quaintness to it, isn't there? Better than Idiocracy? It is. It's true. Although the first time he went back, Earth was really shitty. Like he goes to live with his girlfriend and her parents, and in the middle of the night, her parents are attacked by raiders. Basically, they like own a farm, and then her parents die. Well, sorry. Maybe I meant it special. Maybe I meant it to actually attack Royal Habit. Did he come back now? You know? No, because so it is, it's, written by, Vietnam War vet. I'm trying to think what year, it probably would have been like 2060 that he came back or something, like maybe like 2040. I mean, we're getting there. It's close. It's not looking good. But the good news is, in 200 years, everyone's gay, so you get that to look forward to. Anyways, Liara's being weirdly honest and open communication. It's just fucking weird. Anyways, yeah, I mean, Caden's not special, so it's not serious. I haven't even talked to the guy that long. Why am I not just laughing at this?
The lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
So fast. Oh, God. Gotta make a decision. Huh. You were wrong is cold. Just want to be friends. Nice. I am attracted to you. Obviously, that's the road forward to romance.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Well, I feel like Asari don't care if it's, the whole two different species thing doesn't matter much. We have only known each other for like an hour. Can you mac on everyone? I forget. I don't know, actually. I don't remember what happens. I think, especially in Mass Effect 1, I don't remember what happens if you try to flirt with other people. I know there are ways to, I think you can like flirt, you can get into a relationship with, well, two people in Mass Effect 1, I guess, because there's only 3 romances and one of them's dependent on your gender. But then I think once there's like a certain level, there's a certain conversation that locks you into one. That's not the first conversation you have about being in a relationship. There's another conversation, basically like, are we actually dating conversation, that I think you get locked in, and then I don't know what happens to the person that you didn't lock in with. I've never done that. I've never done the harem shepherd, which, I mean, actually sounds kind of funny. You could definitely do that in Mass Effect 2. You could date so many people in Mass Effect 2. Music is not, yeah, very romantic at all. So you can't cheat on anyone. No, you can, because I know, because I not that I have. No, my friend, when I was talking about a Trainer, right? We've remembered her name. So in Mass Effect 3, there's like your assistant is named Trainer. And my friend was definitely 100% with Garrus. She was in Garrus in Mass Effect 2 when you can first romance him. And then she reconfirmed the relationship in 3, because you have to do that at the beginning of the game, right? And then she accidentally slept with Trainer. And I don't remember what she said happened with Garrus. I'd have to look it up. Is this what Mass Effect is? This is Mass Effect 1, yes, which is very old. It still kind of feels like an old game, despite the remaster. Just some AI and animation bugs and stuff. But, you know, BioWare has always had a somewhat dating sim reputation, and that's where we're at right now. Your friend sounds messy. No, it actually... Okay, so... I mean... Trainer asks if she can use your shower. And my friend, being a good person, was like, wow, I guess the shower doesn't work in the barracks or something. So, of course you can use my shower. And then she's like, great, I'll meet you up there. And then she was like, what? And then it just like kind of skips forward to a scene where they're in the shower having sex. So, right, I mentioned that. That's because first real life graphics were really insane. They were, because it was made like 2020 or 2005. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Kelly Chambers is gonna do a weird strip. Oh no, I feel like I saw it because I was looking up all the romances. You know, compilation of romances from Mass Effect 2, and of course, one of them would include Kelly Chambers, even if she's like a main romance. And then I was like, oh boy, sexy polygons. I don't think there's ever going to be a period of time in which 3D animation like this, I guess, no matter how, you know, much better Mass Effect 3 looks, for instance, or even Baldur's Gate 3, you know, very pretty, very modern graphics. Still don't really want to see them having the sex, okay? It's not, I don't need the polygons. Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember to feed your fish. Shepherd. Trying to max Paragon, accidentally taking the Gooner route. By being nice to everyone, you also flirt with everyone. Alright. Okay, so we have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense. We have one thing in common. I assume that means the attraction. I kind of want to say it. But it's in the Renegade category, and I'm afraid it somehow is going to tell that she looks stupid. So... until I don't analyze it. It's all feels, all vibes, baby.
Quit thinking like a scientist. Logic doesn't work when it comes to relationships. Just let yourself get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Those are not words I would use for that. Oh! Ugh. I'll protect you. God. Are you scared? That's why it's fun. Oh, that's a good answer, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
A little danger makes things exciting.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
You started it. I'm gonna call her Tease. God, Shepard. Are you a frat bro? Simple fade of black works wonders. Yeah, BioWare doesn't do that. Yeah. But I agree. Fade of black works in 99% of scenarios. The fuck was that? What, her saying that she needs time? Or if I had said you started it? I'm just glad I didn't say I'll protect you. Oh, so cheesy. Gross. Blah. One thing that I do kind of wish was better about these games is that your character... I'm trying to think. I mean, it's been so long since I've played other BioWare games. I kind of remember romancing in Knights of the Old Republic. I don't really remember the romance of Dragon Age too much. I know who I romanced in Dragon Age 2, but I don't remember who I romanced in Dragon Age 1. I never finished 3. Anyways, but like all these characters, Shepard, Hawk, whatever the guy's name is in Knights of the Old Republic, they're all weirdly good at everything. I mean, they're kind of all Mary and Gary Sue's, you know? They have rough edges, and if you play Renegade, then they're, you know, they're kind of assholes. But they just, you know, there's no point in where, like, Shepard's responses is like, what? No. Shut up. Or anything like that. They're just, I mean, she's, like, super good strategy, athletics, leadership, and apparently romance. She's just like... I've done this a billion times. I know relationships. And now you're the one steering it. There's a lot missing. This game is really the shoulders of the game stood on. Sure. I mean, the clean slate, perfect slate, I guess. I think it works. It's fine. I feel like that's why there's a lot of attention from fandoms on the romanceable character. So much, like, I don't... Obviously, like, they'll pair Shepard and the romanceable character together, but I feel like there's a lot of attention on the romanceable character. And there's not just that much of Shepard, I suppose. It's kind of like... one side is all of the interesting ins and outs, and the other side is just kind of like something to rebound off of. Just, you know, the thing that kind of drives it forward. There's a perk that made you good at something, but socially awkward and your dialogue options suck. I want a nervous, inexperienced option of main character in the next BioWare game. Because I feel like they've made their main characters like a little more stoic and just great leader, like a Shepard. And again, you can play Renegade and be an asshole. And I feel like in Dragon Age 2, you could make your... and 3, maybe? You could make your main character be very, like, roguish. You know, like, you have, like, some more, like, heavy flirting and make crude jokes and whatnot. But yeah. Don't really remember. Yeah. All I remember is I romanced the pirate lady in Dragon Age 2, and I have no regrets. Alright, it's a lot to handle.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
You want to talk about your dead mom after that? Nah.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Again, great way to exit any conversation. A nervous, shy romancing hero? I think it'd be adorable.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Yeah, I'm not romancing you. That's what the conversation's going to be about.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. And if you're a... maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
I didn't realize I could just romance them back to back. Yeah, exactly. They're crawling out of the woodwork for Shepard. This happened because, like, again, these are the only two romanceable characters for FemShip, and I wonder if what happened. I don't remember what happens in Mass Effect 2. Could you just like, in like after the whatever mission, just go to like 6 different people? It's probably not 6, but still. 4, 5 maybe? It's like 4 or 5 characters. Could you just go like down around to every single one and have this conversation all in a row?
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's interested.
I don't remember this at all.
As more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. Not to my tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
I like that, you know, he's not into aliens, that's fine. But again, Shepard had the response of, but you're a woman, as if, again, I think that would matter at this point. And Caden, the guy here, was like, he's like, that is a non-issue. I'm not even bringing that issue up. Is he more progressive? New appears. Paragon mean you're very good this round? Yeah, it means all... basically all good options. Good being, you know, morally good, I guess. Helping people when I don't have to. Going above and beyond when I don't have to. Being nice when I don't have to. Most of the time, not always. I do occasionally choose the renegade option if it's funny or I just really feel like it's the appropriate answer. And it matters that you go one way or the other too, because like staying neutral doesn't really give you any perks if you keep going like a little Paragon, a little Renegade, a little Paragon, a little Renegade. Renegade being the bad. It doesn't give you anything. It does push you one way or the other. Same with every, like in Knights of the Old Republic, if you were like middle of the road, light, dark, it didn't really do great. Yeah, you need the you need to boost either score to have more dialogue options. Being nice, I really struggle not to be nice. Like as far as some renegade dialogue options, I would choose it more often. Fine, without any guilt, because some of them are just like I would answer that way. I'd answer renegade, like punching the reporter instead of playing nice. But then there are some renegade options that I can't be that mean, like killing the Rachni Queen, who just totally chill, wants to go have babies out in space and be chill and see colors when they talk. Who would take that away? Who kills her? Couldn't do it.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
It's yeah, exactly. Renegade can be just a fuck you, I'm an asshole, rather than I think what it's kind of supposed to be, which is the ends justify the means. Yeah. There's probably some way to play Renegade enough for me personally without doing the really terrible things, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I have tried a Renegade run before, and I felt bad immediately. Like, we were talking to Liara, and she's like, there's a connection, isn't it? And if I chose that Renegade option, what was it? It was just like, that's stupid, or you're definitely wrong, or whatever the fuck it was. I feel bad. I remember talking to my brother, who just had a completely different outlook on this, in which he was like, why would you ever choose to be good in these games? Being bad gets you so much cool shit so much easier. And I was like, I don't know about.
Hostile
I'm
forces
worried about
detected.
your moral
Arming
compass.
raid defenses.
He's fine. Mapu! Hey, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, everyone. We're defining our relationships right now. We said yes to Liara, and we said no to Kaden.
Look, there's nothing between Liara and me.
Fuck, that's not what I meant to
What's
say.
the real issue here, Kaden?
You're right. Sorry, it wasn't.
Well, I hope that didn't impact my romance score with Liara.
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had
he's
an
Canadian?
home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that.
That's why I didn't romance him.
Corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Are you saying I'm cutting corners somewhere?
I'm saying it's probably inevitable that we'll have to, and when that happens, I want to help you. When someone important to you is up on a ledge, you help them, keep them from mistakes better made by a kid.
Important, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Oh my god, how did I still end up in romance path? God damn it. Now I gotta shut him down. Shut it down! I thought I already did shut it down. That's true. Writers would think what, you know, Paragon and Renegade means. People would think differently about that. Most of the time back then, even the game gave you options to be bad, or the best rewards were good options. Well, that's what I thought too, which also is why my brother's statement was confusing. But I never played, you know, evil, so I could never really be sure. Alright, we're shutting them down. You're out of line. That feels mean. Couldn't she just be like, I'm flattered, but no?
Sorry, Caden. This was just a battlefield thing.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals. With your permission, I should return to my duties.
One of the good times, one of the times where it sounds worse in the text, but then she actually speaks, and it's actually better than the text was. I thought she was gonna like reprimand him as a boss. That's not necessary. Setting up mixed signals. Yeah, I don't know how, but fine. Because I showed interest in him.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs.
Garrus would be my second choice for
We
romancing.
usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
But we're going with Liara. I always say next time I'll romance someone else, and then it's, 6 years since I last played, and I'm like, well, I don't even remember romancing anyone, so... He does not have any lips. Kissing and other things would be very unpleasant. But it's not all about the physical stuff, okay? God.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs.
An L-Corps?
Station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Goodbye! Who would leave after
How
that?
did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000.
Oh, the 4 testicles!
Somebody's
now I see why you guys know it. Maybe I just never put it together. Maybe I just never put it together. The math. He does clearly skip leg day. If you factor out, factor out the physical. Still, why Garrus over Liara? I mean, Garrus is kind of cooler. Liara gets fucking cool. But like I said before, I would not have romanced Liara the first time if it wasn't accidental. If I wasn't just being nice or refusing to be mean. I probably, she started to flirt with me and then I was like, oh, I don't really know if I want to do this. And then all of the no thank you options sounded bad, just like they did with Caden. And so I didn't choose them. And then when it came time to be like, well, are we actually doing this? Because they have to do like the reconfirm thing. I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But then Liara gets really cool. Right now, she's just kind of cute, but Garrus is pretty cool. And Garrus is also, I think, like, morality similar. He's like a chaotic, good character, which I think it's hot. Krogans have multiple hearts, livers, but not testicles. Well, they could have multiple and it still be 2. But, I mean, yeah, it could be any number. They're aliens. Garrus is more dull in Mass Effect 1. I mean, I guess that's kind of true. I feel like Garrus and Tali are both interesting, but you can't romance them in Mass Effect 1. They didn't think you'd want to romance either one of them, and then they were very wrong, and then they changed that. But yeah, Liara, I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, it actually is a nice story arc for her to start off the way that she does, and then get to where she does at the end of, Act 3, or Mass Effect 3. But it wouldn't be the first one I would go to if there were other options. There are no other options. The other option for FemShep in this game is Caden, and he is nothing. He's nothing. He's fine. He's a good guy. Love being friends. But he has no edge. He has no interesting things, except his background is kind of interesting, but his actual personality is not. She's not an adult yet in Mass Effect 1 in her culture. I don't know if that's true. Speaking of side quests, let me know if you do Rex's side quest, but his arm is, but you should talk down during his angry episode later. I feel like I did know that, or maybe I would have figured that out. I'm not sure. I know I did not save him the first time I played the series. I did save him the second time. But yeah, I know there's the line from Liara where she's like, "I'm barely considered more than a child," but as I said when she said it, I really hope that that meant the same way that people talk about like 20-year-olds, or 20-year-olds think that adults talk about them. Because on one hand, she says that. On the other hand, she has been out in the field working on her own for like 50 years. So a little less than half of her life. Or are we talking about Tally? Oh, you're talking about Tally. Oh my god, I thought you were talking about Liara. Sorry, I didn't know we swapped. Okay, well that's also a good reason not to, I guess, romance Tally in the first game. I don't think that was why they didn't allow her to be romanced, though. Not that I really remember the time period between Mass Effect 1 and 2, but I don't know if they honestly expected such interest in both the characters. Ashley's a better voice actor. Yeah, again, I feel like Caden doesn't really get a lot to be done with him, though. You know, because the same voice actor plays the asshole in Knights of the Old Republic 1, where he's outwardly an asshole, ends up being nice. But he's far more interesting, whatever that guy's name was. I don't remember his name. Karth, thank you. Yeah, I've never saved Caden, and I will never save him, apparently. Nor have I ever romanced either one of them. As I said, I have watched a compilation of romances, but I've forgotten everything. The only thing I remember is, of course, that you see what Tally looks like as far as other romances go. Which was pretty bullshit. It's fine.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk.
I feel like Garrus is a
While
really
I was
cute date.
interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Kind of remember watching Garrus's romance, and it's just, he's like really cute. Then you technically don't cheat on him. Again, great way to just tie that up with a nice little bow. If you don't want to break up with someone, make them go on a suicide mission. That's my plan. Mass Effect 1. Again, well, okay, so it's probably two things. It's probably one, they could not, at that time, have a billion romances. Like, technically. I feel like, with their technology. Two, I don't think they thought people would be interested in actually romancing them. I don't know, something about me remembers this discourse a little bit. And what I remember is that there really was a bit of shock at how much people wanted to date the very aliens. Because Liara is just humans blue. It's very similar. So yeah. Someone has to make sure that part of the history is contextualized and recorded. Because now it sounds absurd. Now it just sounds absurd to ever think that was the case. I mean, to be fair, I think I was in a group of friends who also thought that was absurd. Who was not part of the general sentiment, perhaps, that was, you know, like, okay, the kind of, yeah, they didn't expect people to want to romance them. My friends and I were probably the ones that were like, of course they would. But I feel like that's now a very common reaction. That is the reaction to anything and everything. Like Dispatch, for instance. Of course, everyone knows that someone would want to date everyone in that game, including the Bat guy. Definitely the muscle demon lady. People are weird, bro. No, they are. But it does... I don't know if I brought this up last time, but I just remember thinking, at what point did it become obvious that us humans, like a decent population of humans, would be totally down to clown with aliens? You know what I mean? Like, in the 1800s, when some guy drew up a portrait of a being from another planet. Probably didn't happen very often. All right. There weren't a ton of books about it. There weren't a ton of art about it. But someone must have done it. Did a woman get hot and bothered? And then they were like, wow, we're kind of weird. Or did it take, like, video games? Like, what was, like, the cultural acceptance marker of us being into potentially aliens? Did Mass Effect help this? Was this kind of, this the true start? Maybe it was kind of like there's like a taste of it with like fantasy novels, right? Because people were definitely into like sexing up elves, no problem, but they're very human. And they're sexing up demons, they're sexing up vampires. But that's very human-esque. Star Trek is a great one. That's a good one, actually. That's a very good one. Star Trek, all of them. But they were all very human-esque. Okay? At what point did we realize that people would want to fuck Birdbeaks? The guy that we're talking to right now. That's the question I need answered. Give me the Blasto romance DLC. A lover in every port. It's the tagline. Most people didn't believe in intelligent aliens like humans. Well, you don't, like, people can play Mass Effect and want to date the aliens and not believe that aliens exist. First to join the Billion Miles High Club. But I feel like Mass Effect must have a weirdly prominent position as that realization. Because again, I feel like, 20 years ago, you definitely were thinking, well, they're going to romance the humans or the human-esque person. Anyone who says otherwise, like, they're in a very, very, very small minority, not worth tailoring to. And then that minority is still probably a minority, I guess, but it's like, it's a much bigger one now, and they're like, oh, fuck, okay, I guess we'll just make everyone romanceable. Everyone's into personalities, apparently. Make a quick poll. I have seen Stargate SG-1, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, it's 20 years old. You're welcome. Anyways, back to the chopping a body part story.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
We're all getting old. It's retro gaming.
What the hell happened?
He ran. blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop
Sorry,
him from
chat.
running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Sorry I made everyone feel old. Instagram's been popping up with all these things about millennials, because obviously I like a bunch of things that are jokes and whatnot related to millennials. And now there's like articles, and apparently, I don't know what you would call these people. I guess sociologists of some particular subclass of sociologists, I don't know. But they're now saying that this is the year that marks us as officially old millennials, not because of a certain age, or health concerns or something like that, but more so because it is a time in which culture has shifted to trying to appease the next generation. Kind of thing. To be honest, I didn't quite grasp it, and it's all just theories anyway. But I kind of understood what it was getting at, which is just that so much has tried to appeal to millennials, like us to buy shit, watch shit, play shit, and then for a little bit it started to appealing to our nostalgia. So that was definitely a phase the last few years, and now it's like, well, no, we got to do it for the Gen Zers now. And think about the Gen Alphas and all that. So that was interesting. I've been saying back in my day since I was like 25 though, so that's just... So bands are done writing songs about you? Well, yeah, because, all the bands are writing songs about themselves, and themselves are not millennials. Yeah. I mean, we're all... The whole, like, old thing is being redefined all the time anyway. Millennials are redefining it in a bigger way, perhaps, than some other generations have before. But, I mean, there's obviously, like, a huge difference between even the boomer generation, the greatest generation, there we go. And how much that already made, a 20-year-old feel different, and a 30-year-old feel different, and a 40-year-old feel different. But we definitely are gonna look, act, do all the same things, have all the same things as our boomer parents. So yeah, Garrus thinks that he should have let the hostages die. I'm just gonna say it's a tough choice, because I kind of see his point, actually.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
And I wish Mass Effect would be get interested in by the youngins. I'll try to get my nephew into a lot of the same things that I was into, but it's almost certainly gonna be impossible. As much as I would love for him to like read the same stuff that I enjoyed and play the same stuff that I enjoyed, because I think they're all great, it's very unlikely. He's gonna look at old Final Fantasies and be like, what is this? He's gonna look at Mass Effect 1 and say, what is this? Kids still like Star Wars? True. I feel like that... I don't actually know how true that is for the original Star Wars or even the prequels. Like, especially the prequels, in fact. Because I feel like, first of all, Star Wars is pretty palatable. And I think watching something is... It's going to take a while before it really becomes too old to watch. Especially because Star Wars was already... in the 70s, late 70s, was already such a jump forward in terms of pacing and action compared to a lot of movies at the time. So it you know, it skews a little closer to modern, but it's not like watching a movie from the 50s, which many of them are just so significantly different than what we expect. Again, pacing-wise, that it can be very tough for people to do that. But yeah, I feel like prequels are a good example of maybe what I'm talking about, though, because I think, you know, like, millennials are supposed to, like, we're the ones who fixed our parents' computers, and now we're going to fix our children's, like, running joke, because the new generations don't really know computers. I feel like we're also there for the prequels, which is that since we grew up with them, a lot of us appreciate them and like them, and the older generation was like, what the fuck are you guys doing liking this shit? And now the younger generation is also like, what the fuck are you guys doing liking this shit? It's bad. But then again, maybe not. Especially if you get them to watch it early and it's just, you know, cool stuff happens and laser beams and light swords happen. But I think it's a much bigger challenge to try and get someone interested in old games like Final Fantasy. Even Mass Effect 1, I could see myself wanting to recommend it to people who are of similar age to me, but if they didn't play it, I could absolutely see them dropping Mass Effect 1. Because it's too slow, it's too janky. We'll see. It's supposed to be cyclical. It's supposed to go back to enjoying slower paced stuff after enjoying brain rot and whatnot.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
Side quest. Say that, but Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
All right, Ashley, what new dose of alien racism do you have?
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
I don't think that's what that was used for. The middle option here. Well, I was also gonna say, just because that he's a boy, and even though I was a tomboy, still there's gonna be differences as he grows up, and he's a very outgoing child, which I was not. So a lot of things that really resonated with me are not gonna resonate with him. A bit later, okay.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Oh, I gotta learn everything about it. Oh, it's a date? God.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Skippity toilet. Is notion of tomboy still a thing? Yeah, I think so. Today I got, because I've been looking up clothing. Instagram was like, are you? And so I got Instagram ad from, what was it called? Like Tomboy Toes or something like that? Which sounds really fucking weird. It was an online shop for leather boots. That appeals to, I guess, tomboys. But it definitely is still a thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to fall out of the vernacular or just isn't seen as, you know, different, I guess. But it's always been a bit of a funny thing anyway.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story.
So
Feel like sharing?
interested.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
Ugh, fucking Mike.
I didn't think he was a bad kid.
Oh,
just
never mind.
Pushy. Lynn would send
Stupid
me these
Mike.
worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face.
No, Mike sounds like a dick.
Then he tried to punch her.
Oh, wow. No, that's really asshole behavior.
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
I feel like Ashley gave me the wrong impression when she was like, I don't think he was a bad kid. That sounds like a bad kid. A high schooler.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. She hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before.
I'm conflicted.
Not after.
I need to know more about Mike. That was pointless. God, you're such a boring person, Ashley. So mean being Renegade.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space.
Most made up
but
story
he
of all
wanted us
time.
to
Everyone
have real
clapped.
ground under our feet.
As
He'd
well.
say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. Oh, yeah, me too. Ugh. Poetry has never been appealing to me. There's a couple of poems, I guess, that I do like. I remember at Biden's inauguration, they also had a poet, I guess is the official title, who I thought did a very good job. But for the most part, don't appreciate poetry. Hated having to write poetry in school. God, that was terrible. Don't see the romance in it. Hearing someone generally who's good at reading it doesn't really appeal to me. Yeah. There was a poet recently that actually did affect me quite a bit, though. It was about the two-headed calf. Have you guys read that one? It's quite sad. No, they all calves. All caps for the calves. Poem. It's a very short poem. Tomorrow when the farm boy finds this freak of nature, they will wrap his body in newspaper and carry him to the museum. But tonight he is alive and in the north field with his mother. It is a perfect summer evening. The moon rising over the orchard, the wind in the grass, and he stares into the sky. There are twice as many stars as usual. That kind of got me, actually. That made me feel things. But generally, no, not big into poetry. I'm not gonna say bored now, though. That's a dick move.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
Typical Christian
I should get back
racist.
to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Cat across the keyboard. Alright, Rex, what's your sob story?
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal inquiry. What does she do in the ship? Well, they're just waiting for the next mission. But I think she tinkers with weapons. I just feel like poetry is often just cheating. That sounds weird because I can't do it. So I'm not saying it's easy exactly. It's just, you know, like in that poem. I always had something against how they would just put an apostrophe and a D after something to make it a verb. It's like, that's stupid. Stop doing that. You can't just do that. That's against the rules. But yes, some people would say, many people would say poetry is like art. Subjective, meant to be pushed, doesn't have rules. I say, suck it. Learn how to craft a good speech next time, you fucking poet.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
I mean, also people say that, like, song lyrics are poetry. Which I guess I can't really disagree with, but... yeah, it's not the same.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived
remember
the
this.
war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation.
Yeah, get busy.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Yeah, I don't think Queen's one of the ones that's going to disappear from people's memories. Bob Dylan might, to be honest with you. But I think Queen is still considered very cool. It's still considered the same way I think it was 20, 30 years ago, which is like, not everyone in your middle or high school or whatever would listen to Queen, but if you said that you liked them or that was your favorite song, everyone like respected that. You were cultured. And then once they heard it, they were like, this is a good jam, and they liked it. There's some other, I think, artists of the past that I don't think that's going to happen with. Maybe Prince is another example. This could be biased because I don't like either one of them, to be fair. But I don't think... There are some that really are going to be, I think, timeless. And then some that are probably going to be seen a lot more in the... You get that, the lens of the time period.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Pretty badass.
So long, Rex.
Oh.
Shepard.
He gave me this like really awesome story, and I'm just like, okay, bye. Shepard.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Do we know how old Shepard is? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I do want to know. I don't know. What's the guessing? Or is there a confirmed age? 29 is the confirmed age. Yeah, it's confirmed age. Yeah, ME3 is 32. Okay. So Tally's 22 and 29. Acceptable. Caden's old. Ugh. Old. Ugh. Yeah, Anthony Anderson's 49. I don't know. That sounds right, but I don't. Harriet's over 900 years old? Oh my god! I missed that. She looks great for her age. Anyway, I was just thinking, you know, age difference. Assuming that, I guess, some of the other races live approximately the same amount as humans do. Quarians live around the same? I don't know.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
Shepard's 29 years old. Right in the old. Another character I've out-aged.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Right, Solarians do have short lifespans. I did remember that. Yeah. Once you said it anyway. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I remember Krogan longer lived. I don't know Quarians. I guess it doesn't help that Quarians probably are dying earlier, but maybe it isn't like the extent of how long they could live. I mean, like, does the fact that they don't have their homeworld affect their their ability? I mean, it probably does, right? But theoretically, if they're on their homeworld, how long are they supposed to live? You'd engage in a mating contract with Morden? Would you? Interesting. People really like him. I have no opinion. I don't have a strong opinion, I should say. I don't have a strong opinion. But on the scale of weird sexy times, I feel like he's actually on the lower of the weirdness. Then I think Garrus is just they're just up there. Turians are just like that is the weirdest thing to think about having a physical relationship with. Although we don't know what all of their parts look like. I hope we don't know. I hope we never know. I hope there isn't an official manual on this ever made. I have played the Citadel DLC, but it was so long ago. I mean, the last time I played the Citadel DLC was when Mass Effect 3 came out, probably. Or when that DLC came out, anyway. Yeah. They just lay eggs in the bed and walk away. I'm thinking of the Futurama episode. Well, you fertilize my eggs. And then you leave. I'm sure fanfiction has come up with a lot of, I mean, there's probably like a meta for fanfiction, you know? Like the thing that generally fanfiction authors agree upon. There's probably a meta for that, for genitalia. Not a sentence I think I'd ever say, but I just did. There's a journal that heavily implies one had sex with Aria. Oh god, I don't remember that at all. That's amazing. Well, I mean, I'm sure they could have it. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to... Look, okay. We know that we presume that all of the races, all of the aliens have some thing that they get aroused with by whatever. All of them have fingers. We don't know if all of them have things to put those fingers into. But when it comes to Turians, I mean, it just, you know, there's definitely no, there's like very little softness to them. Okay, that's the like main concern. Yeah, it depends what Futurama thing. Yeah, but I was talking about the mermaid one, not the crab people, whatever his name is. It's written like a sexual conquest, like Morden's a sexy player. It's amazing. Awesome. Sometimes sitting on a rock can be comfortable. Does the rock have sharp edges? Because you shouldn't be sitting on the sharp edge side. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Anyway. I just see a lot of, like, kiteness on Garrus. It just doesn't...
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Oh, how little Tally knows about her future.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
She's gonna be the first Quarian to have a Geth best friend. Tell you what, that's the biggest achievement.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Yeah, so definitely a lower life expectancy now that they're off-world. I totally forgot that Joker gets with Edie, first of all. Second of all, I forgot, but now I remember. That is a funny conversation. Morden always gives you advice on whoever you're dating. But you have to be in a relationship with him, right? He doesn't just like give you like all the sex ed talks for every single race. But now I want to look up a video, compilation of all of them.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously.
I'm gonna look it up.
Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
No, that's pretty much it, actually.
I should go.
We're gonna find out what he says about it when you're with a human, because I'm gonna look it up. That'll be the end of the stream. When you play Mass Effect, all streams end in sexual reproduction talk. That's the rule. Did you get the online portion of ME3 Online? I mean, ME3 multiplayer was big back when it released, and but as far as now, there are servers. We were talking about that last stream. It was such a fun mode. Okay, Mass Effect, relationship advice. Oh, okay. You were asking maybe in relation to it being Legendary Edition. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't do that. Morton's advice, all options. Sounds like that's what I wanted. Thank you, Boomstick. It's a creepy looking shepherd. Yeah, there'd be no sound on the YouTube if anyone's watching on YouTube. I don't remember that. Forgot how much they distrust Miranda. Mm. Mm. I just love that when they're like, no, I love them. I love them. We're, you know, it's fine, whatever. And he's just like, yeah, of course, hormones. You're fucking horny. I get it. God, here's some advice. Yeah, I love the when Rash develops. And yeah, it does look like young Shock was. Maybe that's what they were going for. I couldn't. Is he suggesting Turian's based on ingestion of tissue? Oh, okay. It's just okay, because I had to just check what they meant by ingest. Yeah, okay. Doesn't sound very fun. This is what we're learning. Doesn't sound very fun. You don't get advice for Liara because she's not like a main character in Mass Effect 2. But I imagine it's, you know, same as the human mating. Jack had such a long one though, because she's got all the biotics and stuff in her. The humans still required advice, so you know Liara would require some advice. I think the advice for the Asari, because like the Asari have like they have like a you know, in Demolition Man, everyone's watched Demolition Man, right? It's a great movie. When they have sex, they just put the headsets on, and then they connect. That's apparently the Asari do the same thing. So I feel like his advice would be mostly about dealing with that. Not the more physical side. But I also love that, didn't he say like gave Edie electronic relationship aid demonstration vids? So I feel like Edie's gonna show me. That's why you don't have an artificial intelligence on your ship. Good shit. I haven't looked up all of the options of Mass Effect in so long. I feel like I've never actually seen Jennifer Hale. Should watch that video later. Why Jacob Taylor really is the worst squad mate? He really is. Yeah. You don't get advice for sexing up Jacob? Could be planted anywhere was great. Everyone notices he told Femship not to swallow. More than that, I think he just literally said don't give him a blowjob. But he also told Mailship not to eat Tally out. Jacob cheats on you. That's the real reason he's the worst. Don't I use 3 seashells? Nah. Recommendations: don't blow the Tyrian, don't eat out the Quarian, you'll get a rash from the Drell, do the biotic in a padded cell, watch out for listening devices on the agent. That's the summary. That's amazing. Alright. Well, now you guys know a little bit more about all of the aliens in Mass Effect. What's up? No one has ever figured out the 3 seashells, and they never will. You and Saddam, his friendship was the only one left. Yeah, that's why the only reason would be like the 100% achievements. He's like a fine enough guy, I guess, when you date him anyway. But even he is one of the least interesting characters in Mass Effect. Right up there with Kaidan. So at least Kaidan's like a really cool guy, I guess. And then I also don't even remember his name. Mass Effect 3, voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Big muscle human. Nice guy, but also very forgettable. I feel like it starts with a V. Squad members. Oh no, Vega. His last name starts with a V. James Vega. He's not very memorable. He's not romanceable anyway, but he's also just not memorable. Yeah. Anywho, that's the end of the stream. Glad we learned something here today, guys. I hope you have a test on it later and you're like, you know what I know randomly? How to have sex with all these aliens. All right, so we got no evening stream tomorrow, but I will be streaming in the afternoon. But not Mass Effect, so if you're looking for more Mass Effect streams, they're going to be in the evenings, Mondays and Fridays, and Wednesdays if I don't have D&D, which is next Wednesday. So, yep. Oh, sorry, hello Zergling. You missed so much. You learned so much this stream. I'll leave you with my cat because he's being cute. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.